Paul, commiserations on the result. What was your take on tonight's game?
I thought we were kind of very passive in the first half. I think whether it was a case of tiredness, I don't know, but we weren't at it. We weren't at it. You know what I mean? It was half a yard short, and maybe didn't have that belief that we could actually go and win the game. And I said to Les, that's probably, taking it out the way, taking out the Rotherham game and the Sunderland game. I mean, that first half was probably not the best we played as far as getting into people's faces, setting traps. Done a lot of work in the match that we can do on how QPR play, and the only time we got it right is when we got the penalty. When we set traps, we pressed them and got the penalty. And then to lose the goal so early after that is just disappointing. You've got to hold on. Nesta doesn't chop the cross. Tommy Holmes gets caught, and you think you're 1-1, and you let them back in the game. So I think once we got the pen, we had to kind of, we're good at that. Once we score first, I feel pretty confident that we're going to score first and we're going to hold on to the game. But then obviously looking at the 3 games, we look tired, and when you're tired, you make stupid mistakes and you lose your focus, you lose your concentration, and that's what we did. It's
kind of inevitable, really, isn't it? As you mentioned all week, really, this schedule is so brutal on a small squad that sometimes a game is just one too many, isn't it? Yeah,
it is, and you can sense that. But I might just say that second half, we came out first 15-20 minutes and we had a right go at them. And they looked like they were getting tired. But yeah, this is what it is, and I've moaned and groaned about. I know it's the same for QPR, but it's just not on. You can't ask players to keep performing, 3 games in a week. We saw Klopp, the other day, talking about, less is better, less is more. You get more quality. You can't. It's demanding, and we've got to do it again in 2 weeks' time. 3 games in 6 days. I think it's bang out of order. And you said the words you mentioned, it's brutal. And you start trying to get the players the same demands of the players week in and week out. With our small squad, it's tough. I don't know why Sky wanted to put Reading QPR. I can get it now, 3rd v 4th, but then they put Preston against us again. You think, what are they doing? You know what I mean? So disappointing in that. But listen, we are where we are. The point is, we've had a great week. I'd have said Huddersfield, Norwich, QPR. You take 6 points. We've done well. Huddersfield was also a game we was going to be marked to win at home. Norwich, obviously one of the best teams in the league. You could easily lose that game. So to pick up 4 points is a good return.
You touched on it too. I mean, the Championship, so often you get these games are so tight. You think they go one way or the other, and it's just a small moment, really, isn't it? That kind of ends up deciding it, and whether or not it was or wasn't a penalty. That's frustrating, isn't it?
It's frustrating because, as I said, the game was dying to death. And to be fair, maybe I should take responsibility because we were okay with a 5-3-2, and then we switched to a 5-4-1, and we didn't really need to do that. You know what I mean? But and then obviously Thompson's caught on the wrong side of the ball. Junior dives in, and then Mama makes a rash decision where he's never going to get there. And all he's got to do is stand up and shepherd the bloke away from goal. That's 3 bad, poor decisions there. But listen, we've got to learn. We've got to move on quickly. But overall, I've been pleased with the week that we've had. Yeah, disappointed to lose in the manner that we did, but pleased with the points we've collated so far.
And that's it. Lastly, obviously, after 3 games in 6 days, suddenly we've got an 8-day break until West Brom, I beg your pardon, and that's going to be a rare bit of respite, isn't it? Because of course, as you said, we're going to have the same again at the other side of it. So, yeah, an important little break for us in a way.
No, it is important for us break, but obviously, again, Hutch comes off, you lose Hutch, and then we're looking at, we've got no Hutch, no Nabby, no Scott Dan. We've got like 4 centre halves out now, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, and this is what I've always said. We lose a couple of injuries, the games become tougher because you're asking the same players to do this all the time, Rich, and they can't do it. It's unfair on them. But listen, they've got the spirit, they've got the togetherness, and at least by having a small squad, everyone's got a chance of playing. So listen, we'll just kind of take a couple of days off now, give the lads a couple of days off, and then we'll reassess again and going to go on Monday.